Now again, these kind of promises are hard. They are all dependent on Hochul. They're all depending on if he can get the taxes or not. If he cannot raise the taxes 2% on millionaires and 4% on corporations, then he's not going to be able to afford any of these things. In other words, in order to make any of the changes he wants, he needs to raise the taxes. But he only wants to do that on the rich and corporations. And so what I think is we're going to see a battle of how he actually gets that money and how he actually implements his platform. Now, not only am I very excited to have Mamdani for mayor, but also over 1 million New Yorkers are also excited as well. But we also need to be honest with ourselves. We know that Mamdani is going to face obstacles and he's going to face opposition that might not even try to let him implement his plan. We also need to accept the fact that he might try to implement some of these strategies and they might not actually work. We might actually see negative results. So we have to be ready and prepare ourselves for what we do next, right? What can we change? What can we do better? Because at the end of the day, the idea is making New York City better, right? It's not just which policies or whose camp we do it on. It's more about how we do it. So yes, Mamdani won, but the win isn't the end of the story. It's just the beginning of a political experiment. Like I said, New York City is the biggest city in the country and now is being led by a self-proclaimed democratic socialist who has very big ideas. And so we're going to see right now what this means for the city and if other cities are going to follow suit, if maybe they're going to get inspired, or are we going to actually show that some of these ideas, some of these policies might not actually work. Either way, New York City has won in that we don't have creepy Andrew Cuomo as our mayor, and that we don't have crazy but passionate Curtis Sliwa, the Republican. So with that said, I'm going to leave it there for this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments.